Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just came back from my trip to Japan and the Philippines a few weeks ago, but I just took the time to settle in and really take care of jet lag and get back into my regular routine again. I just wanted to give a little update that I applied to a couple vendor markets on the way back. So in the last couple of weeks, since I haven't been really making content, I've genuinely just been prepping merch and making new designs for products to sell, like bookmarks and stickers and sticker sheets. I've even made mugs and tote bags, and I'm really excited to get this opportunity to sell at the Burlington Center. So this is going to be my first vendor market. I'm not too sure how well it's going to be because it's inside a mall. It's not your typical market where people are expecting to go to find like artists and stuff. So I don't know that the numbers will do as great as I will anticipate at my first actual convention, but you know, it's my first time selling and I want to make the most out of it for now. So today is March 7th and I'm kind of dressed up right now because today is also the Baby No Money concert and I'm going out with my friends in like 30, they're gonna pick me up in 30 minutes. So that's why I'm just starting off this video with a little snippet of what's to come for the rest of this video. But yeah, so far I've basically placed in order for everything that I want for my display. So the storage cubes, as well as my display stands for my cards and bookmarks and my stickers, which it came just today actually, so I'm really glad. I'll probably do like a little unboxing eventually, or maybe now if I have time. I also ordered a table runner, so it's gonna be my first table runner off Alibaba. Yeah, no, the suppliers that I've contacted have been really great in communicating with me. Some of them not so much. Some of them are, like at least the ones that I didn't order from. I will say Alibaba is very much hit or miss depending on who you talk to. Depending on what your budget is and your timeline, you really have to sift through a bunch of suppliers and make sure you're getting the exact thing that you want, the exact product you want, and for a good price. So another thing that I prepped for the vendor market is business cards from Vistaprint, and because they have a location in London, Ontario, it came a week earlier than expected. So here I'll show you what those bookmarks look like. So here is one side of it, and then this is the side with all my information on it. There we go. So I thought it turned out really great. They came super quick. I will say, like, I only ordered 100. That sounds like a lot still, but I guess depending on the size of the market and how many customers I'm actually getting, it will vary and I may have to order more for future vendor markets. For now, I ordered just 100 because I don't think I'm gonna give away every single one. But yeah, that's what I have for now. I should probably keep getting ready and just wait for my friends to pick me up for the concert. A bit of a time skip. It is now March 16th, 2025. I'm preparing for my first ever vendor market, which is going to be at the Burlington Center Spring Market at the end of this month. So that's going to be March 29th to 30th inside the Burlington Center mall. I've been prepping a lot of stickers. So right now I'm working on some Animal Crossing stickers. I'm still printing out more Pokemon stickers. I'm planning on making more Pokemon stickers, so different ones aside from the 3 starters that I first had. I want to do at least up till the Gen 4 starters, so including Turtwig, Piplup, Chimchar. I think I'm gonna stop it there and see how it does, and then I will continue on with the starters later on when I do get more time for other markets or other conventions that do come up. But for now, I'm working on a couple sticker sheets. So the first one I have done is the Animal Crossing sticker sheet. I have like Animal Crossing items and I'm doing some of the villagers. I was talking to a few of my friends and I was debating whether or not I should separate the two. So it would be one sticker sheet for just the villagers and then one just for the items. But for the sake of time, I'm debating if I just combine them both for this market. I do have enough stickers, I personally think, for a separate sticker sheet just for the items. I don't think I have enough for the villagers. Like I only have Isabelle, Tom Nook, I have Rolled, Bob, and Marshall. But I want to do a few more. Like I want to have a sheet, like a solid sheet full of just villagers. I will admit that I'm stressing quite a bit for this market just because this is my first time selling and I don't know how much stock I should bring generally. I've been talking to some friends and they're like, oh, if you're unsure of a specific item, just bring like 5. But a part of me is of the mindset like, if I just bring 5 and that sells out, I'm missing the opportunity to sell more of that product. So aside from me actually designing everything, which I'm still making designs for, I still actually have to prep all of my items. Like I have to I'm making it all by hand, right? So I have to laminate, I have to cut. Aside from the stickers, which of course I'm going to use my Cricut to cut those, the bookmarks I'm going to be hand cutting. I do have a guillotine that I just bought, though at least that can help me cut multiple sheets at the same time. But nonetheless, it's still a lot of work and I'm a little worried about like having to laminate every single piece. So right now I'm trying to give myself until the 19th the latest, so 3 days the latest to finish designing everything. So from the 20th up until the 29th is just gonna be me full on production mode, just laminating, printing, and because printing also takes such a long time. So I want to at least give myself a solid week to just fully grind and make all of the actual items. Depending on how much stock I make, maybe I will have time to make new stuff as well, at least design new stuff. And I also want to workshop my booth, like my setup at least, like how I'm gonna arrange the grids. I did do like a test setup a few days ago, but it felt a little congested. So I want to add a couple extra wire panels just to fill up the space a bit more, just because everything is so close to each other. I want to space things out a little bit more. So I think if I add a couple more wires, because I had extra from the box that I ordered, I didn't use all of them when I did my test setup. I think I will be able to space things out properly and at least give a bit of breathing room. So when people come to my booth and they're looking at my stuff, they're not overwhelmed with like everything that's just put together. So another fun thing that my friends were actually asking me to do was I made some buff Rio characters. So it's basically just Sanrio characters, but just like mega jacked. And I thought those would be hilarious as stickers. I do think they could potentially do well as charms or as keychains as well. But we'll get there when we get there. I want to start small with my products, and once I actually start making revenue and profit, then I will branch out into like bigger ticket items. Because right now, as I'm doing all the stickers and bookmarks by myself, I'm not really outsourcing anything aside from the tote bags that I designed and the mugs. So for now, stickers I want to keep in-house until I blow up, which I will. I'm manifesting it and I'm praying for it. So for now, anything that I'm doing in-house, I need to be very considerate of my time, how long it takes to print, and how much variety I actually have as well. Because for the Sanrio characters, I have 8. I have 8 buff Sanrio characters that I need to print. And depending on the size of the stickers, usually I print my stickers between 2 to 2.5 inches. I think 2.5 is like a sweet spot. I can print roughly 10 to 12, maybe 8 stickers per sheet. And I know eventually, like when I have to plan for bigger events, my little Cricut it's not gonna be doing enough work essentially. Like I need to eventually invest into a larger cutter where I can print and cut more stickers at a time. Also, given that my current Cricut, there's so much wasted space because of the codes, the bar, what's it called? It's like the thing that it has to scan. Yeah, let me just stop yapping and show you these characters. So I have Bad Batsmaru, Cinema Roll, Miss Hello Kitty herself, Karopi, Kurumi, I have Pom Pom Purin, Pochako, and Melody. So considering that this event is inside a mall, I'm also going to be offering commission services. Like I'll be doing same day sketch commissions. Like I'm probably not gonna color these. These are just gonna be like quick pencil and ink commissions. So I'm gonna print out a couple examples of what those would look like, as well as digital commissions. So what I'm doing for that is I set up a Google form and I made like a little sign with a QR code on it, so that if they want to commission me digitally, they will have to scan the QR code, fill out the form, give me references, and then I will get to them. I made sure to note that digital commissions are definitely not going to be a same day delivery. Like I need at least 3 days days after you give it to me, just so I can read it over, look through everything, and do a couple sketches. So yeah, I'm gonna offer those services. I'm also advertising that I'm an online tutor for art. So those will be specifically like one-on-one online classes, especially pushing that I'm a portfolio tutor first and foremost, aside from just general arts, because the Sheridan Animation portfolio results just came out and a lot of my students got in. I'm very, very proud of them. Some of them got waitlisted, and again, it's so competitive. So it is what it is. I know my students did the very best that they could, but I'm here to support them regardless of what happens. If they get in, great. Perfect, exactly what we were looking for. If they don't, I will work with them again if they want to work with me until we can make sure that their portfolios are perfect. I was kind of timing myself while I was drawing Maple. So I started the sketch around 5 p.m. It's now 5:37. So I definitely would have been a lot faster if I wasn't recording or anything. But just for context, it takes me roughly half an hour to finish one villager. So I'm trying to get into the habit of just getting quicker with it so that I can finish the sticker sheet. And I think the quality of the drawing is fairly decent. So I just want to keep it pushing. So I've also been making bookmark designs. So I did a couple tests. I did maybe like 3 or 4 different print tests just to see how my printer would handle the saturation. So the very first print that I did, it was super desaturated. Like all of the colors that I initially worked with that looked very vibrant on my screen ended up not being as vibrant once printed, obviously. So I had to go back into Photoshop and change the saturation and the contrast for each and individual bookmark. So this was like test number 2. The strawberry one isn't as bright as I want it to be. The blue and the reds here aren't as vibrant. I don't know if it will be able to be any more vibrant than that, but I'm gonna toy around with it a bit more and do a few print tests until I'm happy with all of the colors for my fruit bookmark series, I guess. So I'll play around with that right now just so I can start printing these while I'm drawing. So I just printed out the newest test after fixing the saturation, and I think that I'm pretty happy with it now, actually. Like I think the blues and the reds on the apple one are very vibrant. The peach one is very vibrant. The pinks are vibrant on the strawberry and the cherries in comparison to this one. Right? Like I think this one for sure is definitely more saturated, more vibrant than this one. This one is a little dull, but this is definitely the kind of color quality that I want before I laminate everything. Today is March 28th. So today is Friday, 2025. It is the day before my first vendor market and I'm stressed. So I have a lot to do. I have a lot to cut. I have a lot to print. I have a lot to draw still. I'm prepping bookmarks and stickers and prints. I'm gonna try to do prints if there's time, but this morning I prepped a few of my bookmarks. Like I started cutting them, and then I also got this case from Dollarama to help me organize my stickers. It's like this. We're making oopsie bags. So a little update, I guess. As soon as the mall opened, I got my first sale and someone bought a Buff Rio. Well, 2 Buff Rios. So it was Kuromi and Buff Hello Kitty. And then they also bought the Charmander Apple sticker. I was like shell-shocked because I wasn't expecting a sale so early. But I'm really glad that I actually got a sale already. But we were struggling. We were struggling because first time sellers. We didn't have the Square set up. She was kind enough to like wait, and even though we couldn't figure it out,
she let you e-transfer.
She was fine with e-transfer. I didn't want to like have her wait longer while we were setting everything up. So David and I, we managed to get it working. So we did a test payment and the Square Pay is actually working now, thank God. But yeah, I was like low-key embarrassed that it wasn't working, okay. You know?
She was too hyped to see the Buff Rio. She was okay to wait.
Yeah. It is now 11:44, so we've been here for roughly 3 hours, more or less. Mm-hmm. It's a little slow right now. I'm like low-key, is this mall dead? Is this a dying mall?
Or is it just the time?
Up and coming.
Up and coming. We'll see. Because I think it's slowly getting towards lunchtime. So maybe there will be more people later on. But in terms of like the actual size of the mall, it's decent. It's kind of like a strip mall. It's pretty small still. There's not a lot of shop selections. Like there's an Old Navy, Michael Hill. We're right near the food court, which is kind of nice. But it's like 2 hallways essentially. So it's this one, it curves and then it goes into another hallway, I think. I didn't really walk around. So maybe that's also affecting foot traffic, but I don't know.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Hopeful,
yeah. We made one sale.
A few virtual sales.
Few virtual orders from like friends, which is nice as well. I guess this is like considered a general setting instead of in comparison to a convention. Again, we'll see what the convention is like next week.
I think you'll do well there as well. I think you'll do
I'm
really
hoping
well
I will do well there, yeah.
Yeah, targeted.
Targeted audience, niche audience. Yeah, other than the one sale, someone did take my business card. We're super tired because we stayed up really late last night. I was still up at like 3 printing and cutting stickers and some of the signage that we have. David was grinding. He was helping me so much. Like he did so much lamination, which I'm very grateful for because otherwise I don't think I would have finished all of the stuff. I guess all of the product was very ambitious, and granted that this is my very first time vending, I was not expecting it to be as laborious as it is. But also I was short on time because I was doing an animation test for a potential job, and that like definitely slowed me down because it was just like the worst timing. They were like, animation test for next week, and it took me like maybe 2 or 3 days to do it just because it was a 2D rig animation test, and that's not my specialty. Like I was basically relearning how to do 2D rigged animation all over again just because I haven't done it in so long since coming out of school. So it was definitely like a learning process, and I did learn a lot, and I do recall a lot of the stuff that I learned. But yeah.
Update, it is 2:18 p.m. and I have since made 9 sales, 10. Plus the first one, which I did by e-transfer because I didn't have the square set up, so that's 11. One of the customers that I had, they didn't seem very interested in my table at first. We're Filipino, but they kept walking, and then I hit them with the "Musta na te?" And then they were like, oh, it's immediate, the Filipino ears perk up. It's like, you know that as soon as I interacted with them, they were like, oh wow, stickers, like let me buy some for my children. Hello, it is now 5:46. The sales definitely picked up. To be fair, it did help that like I had some friends come visit me, so they helped a lot. But even without them, we still broke even. So I'm very happy about that. Like we broke even on the table for today and tomorrow, which I'm very pleasantly surprised. I wasn't sure I was gonna break even on the first day, but we did, so I'm glad. And now we have like maybe 20 minutes until closing, so we're gonna slowly start packing up just because like the mall is slowly dying down now. There's not a lot of people anymore. We're gonna start taking stuff down. David's helping me take stuff from the booth down. A little setup. And honestly, I didn't sell any prints, which is okay. I wasn't expecting to sell prints. The best sellers were definitely the stickers. I only sold like a good handful of bookmarks, but stickers for sure are the top seller. I sold 1 mug, no tote bags, and that is okay. Yeah, surprisingly also, Cyndaquil is a very popular Pokemon apparently. I didn't think Cyndaquil was gonna be like a popular starter, but that did well. It sold better than like the Kanto region Pokemon, so like Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, which I'm again surprised by. So I'll see you for day 2 of Burlington Center Spring Market.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Magandang umaga. That's Tagalog. Today is day 2 of the Burlington Center Spring Market. It's 11:05, so the mall just opened and I already got a sale, which is nice. David wasn't here to witness it, but it was really cute. Like, Dad brought his son. They picked Pokemon. He said his favorite Pokemon was Cubone. Cubone, and he likes the cat Pokemon, the Litten.
Mimikyu? Oh.
Litten.
Okay, Litten.
Yeah. We changed the setup today. So we added more height, which I think feels a lot
better.
It feels a lot better. It feels a lot more open and more welcoming for customers.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
And also, like, if people are coming to my booth, I feel more inclined to stand up and actually interact with them face to face. Because here, like, if I'm sitting and they're like looking down on me, it's kind of awkward. Let me just show you.
One thing we could maybe do later is make it wider too.
Yeah, so this is the booth. Say hi, David. David, wave.
Yes.
Yeah. So the booth it's a lot taller, and I think it grabs a lot more attention now. And we also moved the table a bit because the pillar yesterday was obstructing the view coming from this side. But because we're facing this way, we might lose customers that are coming from this side because if we're on an angle, we're not like parallel to the shop. We're a little bit angled. That may affect sales, who knows? I think because our booth is kind of flashy, not to toot my own horn in comparison to the other vendors here. This is like convention setup for a little mall market. Yeah. So it's a bit more flashy. It's drawing a lot more attention, like a lot more eyes for sure. We'll see how it goes as the day rolls through. The hours today are a little shorter. It's 11 to 6 instead of 9 to 6. So yesterday was 9 to 6. So we're ending 2 hours earlier than yesterday. But we'll see, maybe we'll do better today. Sometimes families like to walk around the mall on their day off, you know, after church.
Post-church.
Yeah, post-church.
Post-church stickers.
Yeah. Hello, it is 3:30 on the dot. We made a few more sales. My aunt and my cousins came by. They did like a huge order, which was nice. But we didn't get other actual like sales. I also did like a commission of Starfire and Raven. I took a picture of it. I'll put it somewhere here. It was super quick. It was like a 30-minute sketch. I'm standing behind the booth and David is standing in front of the booth pretending he's a customer so people are more curious about the booth. And it's been working. Like there's like, hi, how are you? Hello. A father just said no to his son asking if he can get a Pokemon sticker. It's the parents. The parents are deterring away my sales. All of the kids want it. What was I saying? Yeah, the strat is working. It's so funny because there's been like a few people coming up to the table out of curiosity. They're all like, oh, what is this? And David, here, let me just show you what David's doing. It won't go up any higher, but David is like pretending he's a customer. David's gonna pay for another sale. He wants to support because he's a good boyfriend. Whenever you're ready. Okay, it approved. Thank you. There's some dog owners in here, and there's a few dogs that look like the stickers that I made. So I'm debating being like, hey, I have a sticker that looks just like your dog. But you know, I don't want to be like too in their face about it. I do think in the future I still want to do totes because they're still lightweight. Yeah. The mugs they just take up so much space.
I think you just need to experiment with supplies.
Yeah, for sure. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Thanks. She's trying to see if you had a French bulldog.
I do have I have a black Frenchie.
Yeah, that's what my daughter has.
Oh, perfect. They are fully waterproof as well.
I can't believe you did those all yourself. That's amazing.
Thank you so much. Right. Okay, thanks. Sure. Perfect. Thank you so much. My friends came to visit me. Hello. I drew their dogs, so like it's like obligation. Yay.
Okay, we'll come back before we leave.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Hello. Hi, how are you? Good, thanks.
We would like 3 stickers.
3 stickers for sure. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Get 1 sticker.
Yeah, sure. No worries. What can I do for you?
I just, oh, sorry, this guy here.
The Cynical? Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Yay! Yay! No, literally, I think having all of them standing there definitely was like, people were like,
yeah.
What is that? Especially because they're seeing me like pack orders too. They're like, oh, what is that?
Okay, back to me pretending. That's what the sales guy's saying though. It's either like dead or like a bunch of sales all at once.
Look at my friends. Yeah.
Hello, can I have a sticker?
Which sticker?
Or your bestseller, Cyndaquil.
Okay. Wait, you need to pay for that.
Hello, it is approximately 11:10 p.m. now of day 2 of the Burlington Spring Market. It was great. I think it was really great considering after talking to a few other of the vendors that were there, they were all saying the market was pretty slow in comparison to other events they've done. I think I did relatively well considering it was slow. So I'm really excited to see what it's like for me to vend at more niche conventions or markets that cater, or like what my stuff caters to at least. I go to an anime convention, for example, where there's likely going to be more Pokemon fans or more Animal Crossing fans, for example. I'm excited to see how well I could potentially do at those. I wanted to just talk very briefly about post Burlington Spring Market thoughts. I thought it was organized really well. The organizer was so kind. They were so kind to let me move my table the second day because there was a pillar that was obstructing our view. Like there wasn't a clear view of our booth. I thought I don't know. I'm a little brain fogged right now just because I'm so tired. I probably went to sleep at like 5 or 6 a.m. just staying up printing stickers. I just want to pass out, sleep in tomorrow, and slowly work on new merch for CSC, which is this coming Saturday, April 5th, which is K-pop Expo and Anime Con. I think that's what it is. So I'll be tabling there, so that is going to be my first anime related convention. So I'm excited about it. It is a one-day event. Nonetheless, I am very excited to see how it will do. But yeah, I will see you in the next video.